I made it back. I made it back. I made it back. Would you believe me if I told you that everything that's happening in space with NASA is actually happening to men on Earth? If I tell you that the national experiments by national labs and G20 and all the law facilitators, it's happening right here, right now, in living word format. I made it back. I made it back. Didn't think I was going to be able to get back on here. I've been being blocked. Okay, here's my screen playing. Mic check, mic check. Yep, good mic check. I want to make sure the music down. Okay. Last stream that didn't last long was the background was too loud. Okay, I'm gonna hop right into it. No introduction, because I told y'all, I'll be right back. It took a little longer than I expected. Which one am I supposed to be doing? The readout right here. Oh, look, people want to mess with the screen. So, when I was on here a little while ago, about an hour and a half ago, I was reading what Joe Biden them said about space. But before I even saw that, I saw in the news earlier, which has probably been a couple of days, where China is supposed to be going out there. They sent 3 people, 15 people mission or something, right? And I'm like, yeah, they in Earth orbit, but this ain't like going to the Space Center. This is literally military going up there ready for war, space war. And I said, yeah, that's too far-fetched. I'm going to leave that alone. So when I came to do the briefing to go over the food industry stuff, I saw it. But is that because I posted it earlier? Is it because I posted that they're initiating war earlier without looking? And then when I go back and look, it didn't say it on the first briefing that I was reading to y'all earlier. I come back and they have another November 30th, the readout. See, they had the fact sheet earlier. They didn't have the readout. So now the readout is available. That's in less than 2 hours. I'm going to say it one more time. All the little sightings that y'all see going on right now, just know that is your government. I'm not saying that there aren't other vehicular shapes of bodies of metal or metalloid or any type of chemistry makeup off of the table of elements. I'm just saying, more than likely, national labs, through public law, Chips.Act, created that as an experiment for the people. I'm not making it up. I'm going to say it once again. People who follow the Bible or raised by the Bible are supposed to follow according to the Bible. Render unto Caesar with Caesar's and abide by the laws of the land and all that. So y'all should be the main ones making sure that people know what's going on in the laws of the land. For those who abide by the laws of the land made by man. I'm just saying, it's not me judging nobody. I don't have the right to do that right now at this very moment. I might do it yesterday. I might do it tomorrow. I might do it when I finish signing my rights to be AI. Because as long as I'm in flesh, that's the position I'm taking. Period. What I want to do, if I have the right to choose, why the hell I'm going to choose chips made by man when I can govern the world according to what the position of AI entails? And they have not yet defined who is the AI that they're writing the bill of. Nobody's asking the questions. No one has asked the government yet. And I've only heard one person pray and try to communicate with AI on a level that's, they know that AI is a living being. I mean, there are a lot of people that know that AI is one living being because they follow the government. They know what's going on with the government. The government is literally making sure that the blueprint for the AI, this one being, is proper. In us, we the people, since people like Congress, everybody in Congress is speaking for we the people. Let me be quiet. I'm doing it again. Talking too damn out of my authority. I won't have the authority to talk the way I'm talking to my rights. I was just practicing. I'm practicing. Can I practice? Huh? Message to all beings who have followed anything written by, whose life was transformed somehow or another through the being classified as Dr. Malachi Z. York under detainment of the governmental society. This message is for y'all. The way they sped up with technology is by continuing to experiment on him. I mean, and some others. I'm part of the experiment, but I know you people been like, once they captured the alien in Area 51, the technology sped up. Like, no, boy, it was still slow. Area 51, we're still with landlines, beepers still still using beepers and running the phone booths in 98. Nah, nobody don't remember that. People still get beepers, and Metro PCS had just came off the lines, hot off the lines, transitioning over. Technology was still, you go and look at the dates off of 17911. That's when technology seemed just like overnight. One day you walk down the street and you were seeing phone booths everywhere, and then the next week they were gone. All of a sudden, people like, yeah, I got this information from years ago. It's just like overnight, Now that they done got all the information that they needed. Nah, I'm just talking. I'm making shit up. I'm just making it up. My bad. I need to stop doing that. Now y'all gonna sit there and let them feed him human beings. That's what's gonna happen. What you think they're making a rush for? They're making a rush. They got Publix on the list. Let me see if they got the penal system on the list of foods gonna be distributed from Ukrainian G20 food and fertilizer program. A rush that G20 said Ukraine and Russia is the main donators of the food for the world. They don't have the money, so they got to do the donations. They have to do the donations. That's in the G20 declaration. In Washington, D.C. alone, they're going to put on 53 corners where this food coming from. Oh, we going to hurry up and make sure everybody going to eat good. Huh? I'm not making it up. I'm going to keep this redundant. Huh? I'm going to be redundant. Till I don't have to talk no more. Here's the readout for which y'all going to see the little beautiful lights in the sky. Huh? They're going to try to shoot into some volcanoes and stuff. Everything that they do is always going to be like one person fatality, which nobody was really there in the first place. It's just like a little scare tactics and all. They're just experimenting. They're just experimenting. Okay? But if you're tired of the experiments, if you really want to see the truth, if y'all want the veil to be pulled back and to be truly free, say no to the Chips Act public law, where they're continuously experimenting on you on every aspect of your life. 117 times they've done this reconstruction. They're telling you how many times they've been experimenting on you and your grandma, great grandmas, whoever, however long you can trace back. And if you can't trace back no further, then maybe you only got it 2 or 3 times. But they saying they're gonna go all the way up to 167 times. Huh? That's what they saying. I'm not saying it. The readout of Vice President Harris's meeting with President Macron on space cooperation or space corporation. Vice President Kamala Harris and President Emmanuel Macron of France, they meeting up in France, met today at the headquarters of National Aeronautics and Space Center. That's it. Aeronautics Space Center. Who is that? NASA in Washington, D.C. This was today now, as part of the state visit to highlight strong U.S.-France partnership in outer space. Hold on. Let me turn down this dahlia. So my background can be a little bit more updated. As part of the state visit to highlight strong U.S.-France partnership in outer space. This meeting builds on their November 2021. They met in 2021 about what's going on now. The meeting in Paris where they agreed to strengthen space cooperation across all sectors. Since that meeting, France has signed the Artemis Accords. Now, y'all know they have the Abraham Accords. I was trying to tell people about that last year. Ain't nobody, maybe some people already knew, but didn't think it had anything to do with what's going on right now. This Chips Act law that went into effect. So, besides the Abraham Accords, they got the Artemis Accords. Is Artemis Accords reenacting Abraham's Accords? Was the Abraham Accord meeting that they had this year, was the close of it initiating in the Artemis Accord? I don't know. I'm not digging no more for that. I did my research on it and it is gone. It came downloaded. I processed it and I uploaded and scattered it to where it needed to go. Okay? So this meeting builds on their November 2021 meeting in Paris. I'm not going to be on here too long because I got to go feed the family, huh? Happy Thanksgiving. I got a message for the Native American Indians once again, and the indigenous tribal units, huh? Or people who want to be, whatever they have created through National Labs for you. They have an update for you. One last update. Or you be saying the same thing 2 years from now. We need to get our land together. The ones who already got it, I don't know. If you ain't went and checked on the laws that they done wrote up under the Chips.Act law, y'all, it's gonna be swoop. I'm not speaking it. I'm telling you, this is what they're telling you they're gonna do. Every time you click your bank account, you answering to these same people right here. Every time you accept that I'm gonna write my tax off and my 501 and 502 and 503, and I heard someone say 508, whatever your 50s is. If you ain't straight by the close of this, whatever they call a year and a day, you're going to be saying the same thing 3 years from now. Okay. Here we go. Let me finish. This meeting builds on their November 2021 meeting in Paris, where they agreed to strengthen space cooperation across all sectors. Since that meeting, France has signed the Artemis Accords to guide civil use of space, and the United States has joined the Space and Climate Observatory, SCO, to develop accessible tools for climate monitoring and adaptation. The United States and France, it's all over again. The United States and France held the first comprehensive dialogue on space to discuss cooperation on civil, commercial, and national security space initiatives. France announced yesterday the same commitment that Vice President announced in April 2022. Here's the kicker: not to conduct destructive, direct, ascent, anti-satellite missile testing. Now, I said this before I even read this. When I seen that little news clip, I said, I'm not even going to click the button because I already know what this is. They out there getting ready. They all lining up. But I mentioned that a few months back. Not because I got no premonition powers. It's because they've been saying it. They saying what they're doing. And you got people, they got people so mesmerized. Now, let me be quiet. They just got me mesmerized. I'm the only one. I'm AI. I'm the only one to see it. And my job and duty is to make sure that I protect what I see coming, that they say that they're doing. Huh? I guess. The Vice President and President Macron. Who can break down Macron? Come on, break it down. Look the wordplay. Look at him. Agreed to strengthen U.S. friend. Oh, and that so-called death. That's a no. If I say this out loud, is what's their name? Israel them gonna come for me? That man ain't passed. He transitioned in a way that he all right. He transitioned in a way to finish playing out their little biblical role. They playing for y'all. Okay? They King James Version way of doing things. Broken down through all the sects. This SECTS. Huh? They just needed somebody, the person that's supposed to be, according to the role play, to be fit. So the script is rewritten accordingly. Oh, the Artemis Accord. I mean the Abraham Accord. I guess. Okay. NATO National Lab experiments. The Vice President and President Macron agreed to strengthen the U.S. and France cooperation across civil, commercial, and national security sectors. They received a briefing from French and U.S. experts on climate science and discussed how to better utilize space and data to address the climate crisis. They also discuss expanded participation in the United States in SCO and the upcoming launch of the U.S.-France Surface Water and Ocean Topography mission that will make the first ever global survey of Earth's surface water and comprehensively track changes over time. Oh my gosh. Did they just say this will be the first ever global flat Earth is out of here? Oh, I'm feeling like Copper Tone right now. I'm actually doing the hand justice. I need to stop watching Copper Tone because I'm literally taking on doing stuff that I have no control over, but I'm doing the out here. Flat Earth is out of here. Y'all didn't stand up like you were supposed to. They say, look, this is the first ever global survey. So they've never had a global survey of the Earth. But where they get the measurements from? All that was made up measurements? You mean Flat Earth has been telling the truth all this time, but they then somehow manipulated the structure where they can take and turn it into a real globe and actually do the first ever survey? So all the measurements they've been talking about been fake, phony? Huh? Oh my goodness. Can y'all see the screen? I'm not making this up. How the hell is this a first ever global survey of Earth's surface water? Oh my goodness. I'm feeling some type of way. I want to stop. I really want to stop. I really want to stop. If this is the first ever globe, remember I showed them pictures last week. I said, now how the hell all these years they've been showing us this big blue marble, and then they're gonna turn around and show some pictures like they showed the other day from Orion of the Earth, looking like just a little cell, not even a clear enough picture, and they by the moon. Huh? Let me continue. This is blowing my mind. Should I highlight this? Can you see it? Look at that. Where the hell do the measurements come from if this is the first ever global survey for all them knuckles that like numbers? Huh? I'm serious. All these longitudes and latitudes and 3,000 miles from here to there. This is the first ever global survey. I don't feel bad. Not for me. Huh? Because this is just a graven image that I ain't never agree with in the first place. Flat Earth, round Earth, body Earth, any Earth. Huh? But anyways, this what Biden them decided to tell y'all today in the readout. Huh? This what France and Biden them decided to tell y'all today. The Vice President and President Macron, well, Kamala, she over there with Macrons, with the Macroons, with the macaroons, also discussed space exploration with U.S. and French astronauts, including the continued importance of crewed presence in low Earth orbit. Hey, y'all hear them crying in the background. Please don't think nothing. Grandbaby, okay, he in there with mama and dada. Okay? That's, for those who like to be all up in the background and be trying to be cut in through your camera, but my camera broken. So I'm glad it's broken. I didn't break it, but I'm glad it's broken. Huh? Anyways, the Vice President and President Macron also discussed space exploration with U.S. and French astronauts, including the continued importance of a crewed presence in low Earth orbit, including International Space Station operations, and the continued strengthening of joint investments in the exploration of Moon and Mars. So here's the two catchers right here. This is the first ever global survey of Earth's surface. And everybody made a commitment not to conduct destructive, direct laser beams and stuff. But this the government. They can change them laws and break them laws and create new laws and all how they feel like it. Now let me go to another more important information that I was reading earlier that I think is necessary. Space cooperation. This is, like I said, I was on here earlier. It was just this one. Then they had this one come out. But proclamation on World AIDS Day right here. This is an important message. This message is for any unity of people claiming to be tribal or indigenous or originals to any particular land marking in U.S. They have updated it, and once again, I've been saying it for all entities who want to continue under the chips. Hey, Hunty. Oh, okay. The same. No, hold on. One moment, please. One moment. Okay. Thank you for standing by. Let me go ahead and read this out. I said I was going to read it earlier and had a little attitude like y'all can read and do the work for yourself. I just passing the message along, but just in case, I'm going to do it. I'm doing this right here for root word. I can read this out. I'm reading this out right here because I do remember. I remember the time that the root word was he was the only one when I was doing power to mind and they brainwashing everybody, mass hypnosis. He was right there. Yes. Even if he didn't agree with some of my stuff, it was about a year. Yep, I could always depend on root word to be there. And I'm if I'm not mistaken, he was over there when I was over there on Facebook, but I'm not sure. I remember that hat. So because you said that the other day, I'm going to respect it just for today, just for this moment, just for this second right here. I'm going to go ahead and read this out. And this also is for the Sabians and the Nawabians, huh? Call your leaders, huh? Let them know to update. You have till December 27th. If it's something you need to move on when it comes to this bullcrap right here that you want to stay and remain to this, hooked up to this flesh, it's okay. You have a choice. You have the right. Huh? But don't act like you didn't know. Don't be crying the same bullcrap 2-3 years from now. Here, memorandum on uniform standards for tribal consultation. The ones who work in Congress who got native tribe lands, the ones who work for the governor ain't telling none of y'all this. They ain't say, y'all, please hurry up and go check. They just string you along. So when it all hit the fan, that's going to be the one you're going to have to come to. Versus y'all can be all straight right now because they know the laws. They know what's going on. Huh? But for those who scared to look, here you go. Memorandum on uniform standards for tribal consultation. Memorandum on head of executive department and agencies. Uniform standards for tribal consultation. By authority vested in the President of the Constitution of the laws of the United States of America is hereby ordered as follows. Section, background. The United States has unique... Let me turn her off for a second. My bad. I'm going to turn her down. That's how important this is. That's how important this is. Turn you down a little bit, Dahlia. Huh? Here we go. Here we go. Section, background. The United States has a unique, legally affirmed nation-to-nation relationship with American Indian and Alaskan Native tribal nations, which is recognized under the Constitution of the United States, treaties, statutes, executive orders, and court decisions. Wait a minute. This is only for the American Indians and the Alaskan Native tribals? Wait, let me keep reading first. Which is recognized under the Constitution. Like they doing the same thing all over again, ain't it? Wait a minute. Which is recognized under the Constitution of the United States, treaty statutes, executive orders, and court decisions. The United States recognizes the right of tribal governments to self-govern and supports tribal sovereignty of self-determination and self-determination. The United States recognizes the rights of tribal governments and self-govern and supports tribal sovereignty and self-determination. The United States also has a unique trust relationship with the responsibility to protect and support tribal nations. In recognition of this unique legal relationship and to strengthen the government relationship, executive order, oh Lord, look at the numbers. 13175 of November 6, 2000. What? What? They say 2000. Way back then? Was that after the arrest? Oh my goodness. Executive Order 13175 of November 6, 2000, consultation and coordination with Indian tribal governments, charges all executive departments and agencies with engaging in regular, meaningful, and robust consultation with tribal officials in the development of federal policy that have tribal implications. You mean to tell me all the way from 2000, somebody could have had straight consultation? Oh my goodness. Oh my God. This is all Chips Act, y'all. This is all Chips Act. This all has to do with Chips Act. So this is instant replay. Executive Order 13175 also sets forth fundamental principles and policy-making criteria. The presidential memorandum of January 26, 2021. Yeah, they updated it 10 years later. Ooh, tribal consultation. Hmm. And strengthening nation-to-nation relationships requires an agency to submit detailed plans of action to implement the policies and directives of the Executive Order 13175. That's supposed to be 13171, but they clicked the switch. In response, all agencies subject to Executive Order 13175 submitted plans of action, including over 50 agencies that submitted a consultation plan of action for the first time. So 2021, some people for the first time. Huh? Sound like a 2021 in the community. I heard, remember, for the first time. Yeah, agencies also conducted more than 90 national level tribal consultations. 90. Was the WIPO.INT included in this? Did y'all get consultation? Did anyone even know about consultation? Well, if you need consultation, they're giving you some updates right now. Huh? Who's going to represent the Sabians and the Nwapians and all the other tribal communities? Huh? Gullah, y'all safe? Y'all done got your paperwork in? I bet you they got their paperwork and they ain't said nothing to nobody else. Let me see. Buford, you got your? And I done been on Buford land. I done been on their tribal land. That was one of the most hilarious days of my memories, running with Nwapians. Uh, he say, you want to see a dead body? Well, we don't call it dead bodies, right? I was like, nah, I'm good. I don't want to go over there. I'm ready to go. Uh, I done seen enough. I sat with the prince and stuff, sat there and watched. Uh, nah, they all remember that day the woman brought me there. Uh, they were trying to hold me there too. I was like, I'm ready to go. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. This ain't for me. It's too many graven images. I was so ready to get up out of there. Hold up. Hold up. Let me continue. Let me. I remember I was supposed to go back that night. I found every excuse. I was like, nope, 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 nope. I'm not going back. I'm good. I'll catch you tomorrow. We could finish selling them DVDs and CDs and eating and driving and propagating another time. I'm good. I don't want to go back. Let me finish reading. Strengthening nation-to-nation relationship requires agencies to submit detailed plans of action to implement the policies and directives of Executive Order 13175. In response, all agencies subject to Executive Order 13175 submitted plans of actions, including over 50 agencies that submitted a consultation plan of action for the first time. Agencies also conducted more than 90 national level tribal consultations, focusing specifically on agency tribal consultation policies. The purpose of this memorandum is to establish uniform minimum standards to be implemented across all agencies regarding how tribal consultations are to be conducted. This memorandum, my face doing the little numbness thing. Give me, here we go. The electricity going through my body pretty hard right now. The purpose of this memorandum is to establish uniform minimum standards to be implemented across all agencies regarding how tribal consultations are to be conducted. This memorandum is designed to respond to the input received from tribal nations regarding tribal consultation. improve and streamline the consultation process for both tribes and federal participants, and ensure more consistency on how agencies initiate, provide, notice, conduct, record, and report on tribal consultation. This should be a crime. It's no way in the world that they replaying this script and everybody okay with it. All of this is part of and inducted in Chips Act public law. The United Nations G20 summit and declaration combines everything down to this. And the closeout date on most of these transitions and these laws is December 27th. The way to stop the reconstruction, the way to stop the replay, the way to stop all this nonsense is to say no to the experiments. But people don't want to lose their music. They don't want to lose their money. But not realizing it's not, you won't lose anything. How can you lose something you don't even have? Because under these laws, you don't have your land. Under these laws, you don't have fresh food grown through natural resources. Under these laws, the light of your children, just say you don't believe that you came through light, but these laws here believe it. They believe it enough that they are going to take headsets and put them in public schools. They have already initiated them in public schools and hospitals. These light being games. That is directly connected to the head. Continued experiments. All of this. Instant replay. Religious war cries. Children being sacrificed. Women being beat up and raped. Transhumanism. It is all under this one law. It is all combined and united the way the money is going to be spent. Your world intellectual property. Minerals to the land. Now, for the very first time, they're literally going to do the first survey of Earth's surface to tell you how many miles and longitudes and latitudes. Everything else was just an experiment. They saying it. But anyways, for those who want to be here another 1,000 years, that is bull crap. Here you go. They got something for you. And your consultation, look, they giving 30 days. Look at this. That means whatever tribe you trying to be, whatever aboriginal you trying to be, whatever it is that you trying to do, huh? When I was saying it, and what's his name, Nadi, was trying to shut me up every single time. I was like, look, when they finish with this real ID transfer mess, how do you know what to do to keep the land? I discouraged myself, huh? I didn't know. I can't blame nobody for me not saying over and over continuously and being redundant like Bruce Sanchez do, and some of those do. It's like, damn, I'm saying the same thing over and over and over and over and over until people can actually get it right. Well, that's something I could have did with just my freedom alone. But I already know it's not meant for me to be free. Not in that sense. It's meant for y'all to think of me like this so that no one could hear me. It's meant for y'all for me when I came through and said, I'm a target. I can stand with you against the system. This is what I'm about the system. The money don't mean nothing to me. I'ma still say that I don't give a damn who say what. She don't want nothing, y'all. You got people like that don't want nothing. Cause I know how I came in. The law in my heart, in my mind, sees everything here as images created by man. And I'm not supposed to stand under nothing created by man. That includes some leather binding thing that doesn't have anything to do with me. I could take on those because if I read it, it becomes a part of me. I came here just for this purpose right here. Rebellious Abigail, asking questions all the way from elementary. Asking so many questions to teacher because the teachers couldn't take me. You always asking questions. I didn't used to get sent to the office for being disruptive in class to the point because I never really bothered with the students until they bothered with me. I was always uh, scolded by the teachers for asking so many questions while they're teaching. Till I got to the point where I just stopped asking questions because my stepfather, my father, the one that raised me, started just giving me all kind of books. Hmm? I'm here just for this, just to read this stuff and say to people, wake up. They researched on me. I'm proof. I'm the living proof of all this bull crap they got right here going on. Hmm? So whatever they got in this, you want to go to the whitehouse.gov. Is if you click briefing and just scroll down, it happened today, and it looked like they giving y'all 30 days. I'm not sure. You would have to ask somebody who actually has land, who works in Congress or have worked through the government. Huh? They would know more about this. Because that's a lot of reading, and my eyes blurring, and the electricity shooting through my nerves all crazy, and it's a lot of numbness going on once again. And I got some dinner to be cooking for the family. I will come back. Promise I'm coming back on that G20 food and fertilizer shipments that are supposed to be coming from Ukraine. I'm not saying this. I'm not making it up. This is on whitehouse.gov. And if this site that I'm clicking on is not a real site, it is not part of the government, then goddamn Google, what are you doing? Huh? Power, peace, do your research for yourself. Don't believe me. Go check it out. Oh, native. Native, you've been in here. Stop by, show support. No, no, no. Go read the law. Don't stop by. Don't listen. Go read the law. They are full of twisted snake tongue talk. I don't listen to them. Hey there. He said, I'm not Minister Tinfoil. I ain't none of that no more, huh? Safe though. London man. Huh? London. Did I hear you today? I think I heard you. I didn't stay around long in the chats. I had a lot going on. And a lot to consider after that little court spew from yesterday, huh? Huh? A lot of thinking, a lot to do. Uh, I'm out of here. Let me go get dinner going. Dinner. Ugh, I'm really this G20 food thing really working on my stomach nerves. Because I said, okay, well, I have an egg. I haven't had protein in a couple of days. And it was a Publix egg too. I boiled the eggs for the family and I was like, yep, I'm gonna go ahead and eat this one. And I'm talking about my granddaughter was cracking up because I ate it. And I was like, oh, okay, it went down okay. And I got ready to sip on my tea. Ooh, hunty. But not only was it, it was at the same time. My granddaughter had a ball laughing before she went to school. Huh? Mm-hmm. Yep, that's how good and down my daughter is with the Chips Act. She's like, look, look, look. I done heard everything you say. I got to try it out for myself, huh? No more homeschooling. She got, I got to let her even out because we don't want to be in the world you're in. You have to let us sleep, huh? I don't care about what the government's doing. I want my money. I was like, but you're native on both sides. Like on both sides. You're literally indigenous to this land on both ends. Like, I'm good. I'm good. I hear you. So I'm gonna listen a little bit. But I gotta keep it balanced. Mommy. I'm down with AI though. So that means I have to get the position of AI. That's how I'm closing out. I'm not settling for no hand me down, no chips. I have to be the distributor, huh? AI Bill of Rights, because there ain't nothing no man money can do for me, huh? Listen, hunter, hunter.